Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stephen Jimenez from the RotoBeast team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Friday, December 29th. If you're new to the channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our NFL and NBA videos. And please make sure and click the like button as we really appreciate it on this video. So I'm going to make this short and quick video. I'm really tired, had a long day. I'm coaching my high school basketball team. We got to be back at it first thing in the morning. So I'm just going to kind of run through these picks that I'm looking at that I'm liking so far, at my first glance. So on this 9-game slate, there's some really nice spots to look at. First, we'll talk about the Hawks going into Toronto to play the Raptors. This game has a 216.5 total. Toronto's favored by 11. Then we got the Hornets at Golden State. This game has a 214 implied total. Golden State's favored by 11. Then we got the Mavericks going into New Orleans to face the Pelicans. This game has a 212.5 implied total. New Orleans is favored by 6.5. Then we got the Bucks at OKC. This game has a 210 implied total, and the Thunder are favored by 9. And then two other games that I'm really liking that I'm going to be targeting, but they don't have lines out yet, waiting on some injury news. It's going to be the Rockets at Wizards and the Clippers at Lakers. So those are some of the games I'm really going to be focusing on today's slate. So let's just jump into the picks real quick. We'll start at point guard. Westbrook's top point guard in the league. Every time he plays, he's pretty much going to be my top option. He's back to doing Westbrook's things. He's got at least 58 in 6 straight games. I don't see why he's going to slow down tomorrow in a big-time game against Antetokounmpo and the Bucks. Then we got John Wall. He's coming off a dud. The minutes are starting to get back up. You got to really like that. Last game, he only scored 25 fantasy points, which was a big disappointment. I think he'll definitely get his scoring back up as he gets his legs back underneath him. He's going to have a big-time game against the Rockets. It's going to be an up-tempo game. The Rockets are one of the best teams in the league, so they're going to want to, kind of upset him. His price is $8,600. That's very cheap for John Wall, so I really like him in this spot. I like him even more if Chris Paul is out. I just want to mention that, which I probably think he's going to be. Then we got Lowry going against Atlanta. He's going to be going head-to-head against Schroeder. Schroeder is a great offensive player, but he can't play defense for nothing. Lowry's been starting to pick it back up a little bit. He's got at least 39 in 3 of the past 4 games, so definitely look at Lowry. Then we got Bledsoe. This guy's price just gets lower, and he just keeps performing. He's been playing really good. He's got at least 37 in 4 of the past 5 with the 30.4, which really isn't going to kill you. His minutes, he's playing, solid 30 minutes a game, which you got to really like. 7.4 price tag. We need 37 for him to hit value. He's averaging 34 on the season. I definitely think he's going to get close, hit value or get close to value going head-to-head against Russell Westbrook. It's going to be a big-time game. You can talk about Clarkson. His price is up, so I'm not really going to bring him up. But he's a good play against the Clippers. I definitely think he can still hit value at 7,000. A guy I really liked at 5,500. You got George Hill. He's been playing, pretty good minutes. In 3 of the past 4 games, he's played at least 34 minutes. He's got this up-tempo game tomorrow going against the Suns, who are one of the worst defensive teams in the league. 5,500. I think it's a fair price for him, especially if he's going to play 34 minutes. I like him in this matchup against the Suns, who are ranked 28th in the league against guarding the point guards. So Hill's a great play. Then we got shooting guard. You know the routine. Harden on the slate. He's always going to be in consideration. He's been on fire. Even today he shot horrible. Still got 34 actual points, 55 fantasy points. For him to hit value, you need about 58. I definitely think he can get there tomorrow. This game is going to be a really up-tempo game against Wall and the Wizards, and they got a disappointing loss. The Rockets had a disappointing loss tonight against the Celtics, so I definitely think big game James is going to show up. You could consider DeRozan. He's kind of been up and down. I think he's more of a GPP play, in my opinion. The next guy, I like Bill, actually, going against Houston, up-tempo game. If he's going to be guarded by Harden or even Eric Gordon, then, I mean, he has a great chance to put up some massive points. He's got you 40 fantasy points in the past 2 games, playing, solid 35 to 38 minutes a game. 8,100, you need about 4,000. About 40 for him to hit value. I definitely think he can get there against the Rockets in this up-tempo game. Then we got Booker. He came back finally, and he came back and did exactly what he did before he left. 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 45 fantasy points. The guy's a baller. We know that about him. For him to hit value, you need about 38. I definitely think he can get there. I like him in this spot. Booker, he is the team. The Kings, they're not a very good team. I do expect the Suns to probably win this game. Yeah, definitely look at Booker. Jrue Holiday, he's just having one of the best seasons of his career. Plain and simple. He's playing 30 minutes, easily every game when they need him to. He's playing high 30s to even low 40s. He's hit 40 minutes multiple times this season. It's all about when he scores. When he scores, he has great games. He gets a lot of defensive stats, which you really got to like. He's averaging 35 fantasy points on the season. You need 37 for him to hit value. I'm going against the Mavericks. It is a little bit of a pace down game, and he's going to be going against Wesley Matthews, who's a pretty good defender. So I think he's a little bit more of a GPP play. But either way, I do like Holiday. Then we got Eric Gordon for Houston. If Chris Paul's out, I like him once again. Up-tempo game. Look at this guy. He's played at least 37 minutes in 3 straight games. And he scored at least 20 points in 5 straight. He's putting up solid numbers. His price just isn't rising. All you need is about 28 for him to hit value. If Chris Paul's out, I think this guy could be a solid cash game play. Then we're going to go to Batum. This guy is he's just too cheap, in my opinion. He's hecka cheap. He fills up the stat sheet. It's going to be an up-tempo game against the Warriors. What's not to like about that, for sure? I like Batum. Last time he faced the Warriors, not that long ago, he played 35 minutes. He got 29 fantasy points. It was nothing special. But at a 5.6 price tag, all we need is about 27 for him to hit value. So I definitely think that he can get that tomorrow, going against the Warriors in this up-tempo game. Next, we'll move on to small forward. I like Kevin Durant. The price has come down a little bit. He hasn't had, those massive 60, 70 points game too much recently, but he hasn't had to, And, when he has to play massive minutes, he does. If he has to score 35 points, he's going to do it. We've seen that. That's what he's been doing recently. In this game against against the Hornets tomorrow. I think his game is going to be a little bit close. Maybe not close, where he's going to have to play all the fourth quarter. But even if they're, going into the fourth quarter only up 10, he can still get, run maybe half of it, get in there and get some extra minutes. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a blowout is what I'm kind of trying to say. So I do like Durant. Paul George has been picking it up. His price is fair. He's playing massive minutes. Going against the Bucks, this is going to be a big-time game for both teams. Both teams are very good, and they want to, kind of see where they measure themselves against some of the, some better teams in the league. I definitely think, both of them are really good teams. So I like Paul George. He's been playing pretty good. He's got us at least 33. In the past 5 games. For his price tag, 8.4, we do need about 42-43 for him to hit value. He's averaging 38.3 on the season. In 2 of the past 3 games, he's got us 47, so he's starting to play a little bit better. I do like Paul George in this matchup against the Bucks. We got Otto Porter. His price is just fair. He plays, low 30 minutes. You wish he played a little bit more minutes. But, I mean, he does a little bit of everything. He gets his rebounds, averaging almost 7 rebounds a game, 15 points for 30 fantasy points a game. I mean, at this price tag, we need about 33, 34. Especially since he's going against the Rockets in an up-tempo game. This game is going to be fast. There's going to be a lot of three-pointer shot. He can get some extra rebound, maybe get a couple extra steals. I like Otto Porter a lot in this spot against the Rockets, and the Rockets are on a back-to-back, so they can be a little bit sluggish. I think a little bit of an advantage to Washington being at home. Then we got this guy Josh Richardson going against Brooklyn. I mean, he's been on a hot streak. He's played 36 minutes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the past 8 games. Even when Dragic came back, his minutes stayed up. Waiters is hurt right now. I think it's something with his leg or knee. So if he's going to continue to get these massive minutes, he's scoring the ball very well right now. He scored at least 19 points in 5 of the past 6 games, getting filling up the stat sheet, playing defense, getting a lot of steals. I mean, he's got a steal in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games. I mean, that's crazy. He's playing good defense. He's doing a little bit of everything. I think he's a solid player at small forward. Then we got the guy. This guy's going to be chalk. He deserves to be chalk. Lance, 5.8. You need 28 for him to hit value. He started last game, played 36 minutes, and got you 42.5 fantasy points. I mean, that just tells you right there, just lock the guy in your lineup. We might as well just plug him into the core. I really like Lance against Chicago tomorrow. And the last guy we're going to talk about, small forward, Ariza. Ariza's a guy who plays massive minutes. That's what you gotta love out of your fantasy players. I mean, he's nothing special. He's not going to get you really any special nights. He had an occasional 49-point night against the Lakers, but this is not something you could really really like, oh yeah, he's going to do that this game. That's something he does once in a great blue moon. But you could feel comfortable knowing he's going to get you at least 20 fantasy points. He's averaging 25 on the season. For him to hit value, you need 27. I definitely think he has a great chance to get that tomorrow against the Wizards in an up-tempo game. Power forward, Anthony Davis, coming off one of the best games of his season. 70 fantasy points, 33 and 11, 6 blocks, and he only played 32 minutes. The game got out of hand, so he came out with about 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. If he would have played these 36 to 40, 43 minutes, something like that in a close game, this dude would have got 80 easily. So definitely, I like Anthony Davis coming off the best game of his season. And the Dallas Mavericks, they don't really have no big men that could contend with him and Cousins. They honestly don't. We got Draymond. Draymond's Draymond. He didn't play last time against Charlotte. He's been playing well though. He's filling up the stat sheets. He's coming back from injury. He's got you at least 33 fantasy points. Which is a solid floor. 8.3. We do need about what? We need about 42 for him to hit value. I definitely think he's going to get you somewhere close, probably a high 30s. He's averaging 36 on the season. This is probably what he's going to get, somewhere around here. But he always has 50-point upside. You got to look at this stat line. He played 38 minutes. He only got 2 actual scoring points, but still went off for 54 fantasy points. So that just shows you what Draymond does. I really like him tomorrow. We got Carmelo. Carmelo's Carmelo. He's been playing a little bit better. He's got you at least 26 fantasy points in 5 straight. The minutes are back up to the 30s. I like Carmelo. I think he is a little bit more of a GPP play, but at his price tag of only 6.1, this is too cheap. And I definitely think he can get you this 30 that he's averaging on the season tomorrow, going against the Bucks. So, I like Carmelo on this spot a lot. Then we're going to go to Randolph, the old man. You need 28 for him to hit value. Last time he played Phoenix, he only played 27 minutes, got you 35 fantasy points. Once again, they're showing that they do want to, if they need him to, I mean, he will play 30 minutes. We've seen that, a couple times already this season. But you can really bank on high 20s. And, even when he's in there in his high 20s, he's been very consistent, averaging 28 fantasy points, like I said. That's pretty much what you need for him to have value. So I really like him in this spot for cash games. And the last guy I'm going to talk about, Kuzma's questionable for tomorrow. If Kuzma's out, then you might as well just lock in Nance. Luke Walton's already showed he doesn't want to start Randle. He's not going to start Randle. So Lance is probably going to start slide into the starting lineup. And then they're already without Brook Lopez. So I could see him getting 30 minutes tomorrow if Kuzma's out. I would really like him in cash games. He would be a great play. So just keep an eye on the news throughout the day. Then we'll go to center, Cousins. He had a really good game last game as well. 27-14. Came out in the kind of 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Didn't even play the rest of the game. 55 fantasy points. That's what you need actually for him to hit value tonight. Mavericks, they don't really have no big men to contest with these two. So I like Cousins. Then we got Jordan going against my Lakers. I mean, we've been getting dominated by big men all season. I mean, it's not something new. Last time he faced the Lakers, 30. This is when he wasn't really playing the absolute best. Earlier in the season, played 30 minutes. He only got 99. But lately, I mean, look at this. He's got 20, 14, 20, 20, 18, 15. He's dominating the boards. He's scoring. He's doing a lot right now. He's playing very well. For him to hit value, you need about 37, 38. I could definitely see him getting there. One thing that does scare me that I will know is I don't really like guys who can't really score on their own. He's more scoring dependent. He needs people to, give him nice passes, pick and rolls, etc., set him up. But either way, I mean, like I said, Lakers struggle against big men, so I do like Jordan. Then I'm going to talk quickly about Whiteside. I don't know if he's going to be on a minutes restriction. He kind of was last game, only playing 18 minutes. If they say he's going to be off and just, play regular, 30 minutes a game, at this price tag, it's way too cheap, but it's all about if his minutes are going to be there or not. For him to hit value, you need about 37. So he played 17 minutes and got 18 fantasy points. That wasn't nothing special, but if he would have played 30, it would have been an easy double-double for him. So definitely keep an eye on this news, if he's going to be on a restriction or not. But I really do like him in this spot, going against Brooklyn, who don't really have no big men that could kind of contest with him. Then we got Then we got Adams. I was just telling a friend quietly. I think this guy is one of the top 5 centers in the NBA. Call me crazy, but just look at his numbers this year. He's playing very well. I mean, he's dominating. Even big time centers. I mean, he's playing great defense against them. Not necessarily shutting them down, but really frustrating them. Nobody's having big games. Going against Adams, he's a great defender, and he's really been picking up his scoring. Playing great defense. I think he gives you a solid floor. He's averaging 31 fantasy points on the season. That's not something I expected coming into the season. But, hey, it is what it is. The guy's playing well. 7.4 price tag. We need about 37 for him to hit value. It is pushing it a little bit. But, I mean, the Bucks, what big men do they have? I mean, they have Henson. They have Thon Maker, those dudes, I mean, they're just small dudes that Adams could actually absolutely dominate, push around. So I really like Adams. And then if it's a miracle, we hear Julius Randle's going to start tomorrow because Kuzma's out, something like that, then I think he would be a great play. I mean, he's a guy who doesn't get minutes. And when he does get minutes, I mean, he scores a lot. Plain and simple. I mean, look at this. 18, 22, 24. He still got 25, 27, and 41. This was, he only got 11 minutes. He didn't really get a chance to get, in rhythm. So I'm kind of taking this out as an outlier. This is a guy you're really kind of like, is he going to get minutes? He's not going to get minutes. But, I mean, if you think he is, I think he's a great play tomorrow. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the picks. I'm just going to quickly go position by position and get you some guys that I'm liking for tomorrow's slate. So I already gave you Lance at small forward. I really like Lance tomorrow. If we go, I'm going to say Well, we're going to say Fox is out. Hill's going to start again. We'll put Hill right there. I like Hill a lot. Shooting guard. I'm just going to keep it simple. I really like James. Up-tempo game. Power forward. This is the tricky position, but I'm going to have to go with Randolph. I think Randolph's a really good play. So, I mean, we still have 6,200. We have plenty of money to kind of figure out, what we want to do at center, if we want to go with a little bit more balanced approach. I'm going to go at center. Let me see. Why not? We're just going to go with my boy. I was just praising him. So you got about 6,000 to fill this out. 6,000 is easy. There's so many, good plays, in the mid-tier on this slate. So, yeah. So, hey, I hope this core helps you out. If you want to talk about somebody I didn't talk about, hit me with a comment below. Sorry I rushed this a little bit, but I'll get to all your questions. Just let me know. Hey, and have a good night. Let's make this money tomorrow. Bye.